Hello there! A fun fact about me is that I like musicals, and one of my favourite musicals is a little tiny one that not many people like. It's quite a niche little musical. It's called Heathers, and I found out that there was a Heathers book tag for the musical. There is also one for the film, but I haven't watched the film yet. I've seen a lot of it, but not actually fully watched it. I really like the musical, so we're going to do this tag. So, am I wearing one of Heather's colours? Yes. Am I wearing a scrunchie? Yes. Could I find my green scrunchie? No, I could not, because it's probably underneath my bed. But still, we're trying here. In this tag, the creator of whom I will put down below, there are 10 questions. However, there were some songs that the person did not do that I really like, so I'm adding 2 questions on just at the end as a little bonus for me. Obviously no one has to do these questions, like anybody is gonna watch this tag and then decide, oh, I'm gonna do that tag. It's quite rare. Let's do this. Yes, warning now, there is gonna be some terrible miming, because why not? First question is for Candy Store, and it is a book that you're pressured into reading. To be honest, we could take this whole middle section of the shelf really, because may have been books that I went, oh, BookTube said those were good and popular, let's get them. But the ones that I'm mainly going to go for are the Mortal Instruments series, because when I read the first book, it was when the movie was coming out and everyone was just like, oh my god, you have to read this, and I was like, I want to join in the fun, so I did. So that's going to be my first pick, and I kind of think it's quite a few people's first pick. Thank you, Car. Second one, fight for me, is the best fight scene in a book. I have chosen either Nevernight or God's Grave, but I like the cover of God's Grave more. But they're fighting, just their everything. Their everything is amazing, and I love it, and it's fantabby-dozy. Another book that I would add, even though I've only read Legend, Legend did have a good fight scene. Like, it was a bit grittier than I thought it was going to be, because I thought it was going to be like, I'm a girl, I can't do anything, save me. But then she shattered someone's arm, so I was happy. But also, Nevernight and God's Grave, good fight scenes. Next book is Freeze Your Brain, a book that makes all of your sad feelings go away, and this is a book that I read almost every year, sometimes more than once a year. That's Fran Girl by Rainbow Rowell, because I like it. I related to it a lot because my first year of university I pretty much locked myself in my room for half the year, so this came at a time when I was like, it's me. But yes, this I love, and it's not nostalgia so much as it lets me see how far I've come, and I love me a good romance anyway. So Levi, yeah, and plus it did not help that there was kind of a boy at university who kind of looked a bit like Levi while I was in my first year, so I was just there like, okay, try not to develop a crush, try. Spoiler, I failed. For Big Fun, the question is a book you enjoyed more than you thought you would, and I am choosing Stormfront by Jim Butcher's, the first book in the Dresden's File, because it was so funny, so good, really enjoyed it, and just yes. Dead Girl Walking, one of the best songs in Heather's. Not my favourite, but definitely one of them. And that's the best sex scene in a book. Out Outlander. Do I have to say any more?
Just like prison bars, it left me a myriad of scars. Nice.
The question for me inside of me is a bad character or villain who everybody's supposed to hate but everybody really loves, and I am choosing Moriarty from Sherlock Holmes because he's a dastardly fellow. I was meant to say fellow, I ruined that. Either way, Moriarty, in everything you watch him in, the film, the TV programme, the book, he's just so clever and you think, damn, you're evil, but I like ya. For Blue, it is a book that left you wanting more, and The Handmaid's Tale. I want more, but I shouldn't want more, because if you've read this, you know the ending. If you haven't read it, go and read it. I think apparently I'm just slowly getting like more and more books that I will mention in every video until we get a point where I only talk about around 10 books and that's all. That will be an interesting time. For Love Is God, which is, I think it is my favourite other than like the last section. It is, even thinking about it, I've got tingles. I love Our Love Is God. It is an OTP that can rule the world, and I am choosing the two characters from Poison Study. I'm not going to say the two characters just in case someone hasn't read it and they want to read it. Not that it's really any shocker, but again, love them, and they totally could rule the world. Technically do, but I'm not going to talk about that because you have to read the books.
That was one hell of a fishing trip.
For My Decade Son, it is simple. It's just an LGBTQ plus book, and I have chosen, I was going to pick Every Day for this because I really like Every Day, but I've chosen The Song of Achilles because I've started reading it and oh my god. So yeah, like amazing. Just forbidden romance. Any people. I don't care if you're a man and a woman and a woman, two people who have no, I don't care if it's forbidden. I love it.
Chili fries, maybe prom night, maybe dancing, don't stop looking me fine.
For 17, it is a character that just wants a normal life. Now I do have a physical copy of this book, I just don't know where it's gone. I'm a bit concerned, but it is MOG World by Yahtzee Croshaw, and instead of a character that just wants a normal life, the main character of MOG World, his whole aim throughout the book is he just wants to die because he's resurrected right at the beginning and he was happy being dead, so he just wants a normal death and he just wants to die. It's very funny. Definitely recommend it. For Lifeboat, which is also very beautiful, is a book about mental illness, and I am choosing The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, which actually deals with OCD, anorexia, you have anxiety. It also kind of dabbles a bit with the effects of living with an alcoholic, and it's a really good book. I really like this one. I should reread it actually, but hey, there are many things that I should reread, so yes, one with many a mental illness.
You're not beyond repair. Stick around here. Make things better. Cause you beat me fair and square. Please stand back now. No further. Don't know what this thing will do. Hope you miss me. Wish you'd kiss me. Then you'd know I worship you. I'll trade my life for yours. By your side is me. Clean up what mess you Our love is gone.
I Am Damaged is my second favourite song from the whole of the Heathers soundtrack. It is just beautiful, but for a character that sacrifices themselves, I have chosen Catching Fire because I didn't want to choose the Divergent series, but then again I also had I really struggled thinking of characters who sacrifice themselves as like fully sacrificing themselves. So I've chosen Catching Fire because Mags, everyone forgets, but she sacrificed herself to save Katniss and Peter. I had to even think there. Oh, and Finnick as well. Yeah, I love Finnick. But yes, like you could also take the last book and just be like, almost everyone who dies is sacrificing themselves. But yeah, that one. Didn't really know what to pick for that one. Well done if you have made it this far. Now we are on to the bonus rounds. These are the 2 questions that I have added that are just like, yes, they were needed. Kindergarten Boyfriend, which I don't know why it was missed out, but hey, I have said that this is a book that has unrequited love in it, and for this I have chosen Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List because I feel like it describes unrequited love really well, like yearning for someone, especially though when you're younger and you can yearn for someone for like a long period of time. Like it does that really, really well. So one for the books, because it's a book. Finishing with Meant to Be Yours, which is the best song for me. I love the passion that's in it. It's also quite creepy. I have said that the question for this song is a book that deals with an obsessive love or a character with like an uncontrollable obsession. Let's just put it that way. And for this I have chosen Phantom of the Opera, which yes, I have not finished reading, even though I started reading it during BookTubeathon, but still, hey. Phantom of the Opera because of the Phantom's obsession with Christine. So there we have it. Just that gave me so much joy, I'm not gonna lie. I was so happy because it's not an exaggeration. You could ask Ian, I do listen to the Heathers soundtrack several times a week. It will just be on in the house while I'll be doing like just writing or something. I'll be doing my work and I'll have it on in the background because it is an amazing musical and the songs are brilliant. I'm gonna stop gushing now. If you watch this tag, feel free, go for it. You don't have to answer my questions because I know this has ended up being very long, but it's a load of fun. You get to mime to some songs. That's just the best part. So yay, I'm happy. Hope you have a good week and I will see you next time. Goodbye.